Hey, 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 yeah.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of the Bossus Republic.
Welcome to the banter box.
Yes, and to kickstart today's episode, we just want to start by saying, ASUU, you will crumble. ASUU, you would answer for your crimes. ASUU,
Even if not on earth,
Ah.
in hell, because they are not
I
going
swear,
to
there's
heaven.
no space in
They are
heaven
not-
for you guys. ASUU, God, you will perish.
Where do we didn't even know where to start from because
And
na papa with the cause now.
so if they say the government, people papa did the government too now. Because everybody go collect. Your papa did you go collect now.
Because how you could just waste first, you just you just know say once you enter start tuning, you have your starting date, but you don't have your finishing date.
Yes, you cannot say that year when people were saying I will enter school by 17, be done by 22. Now illusion now.
Now you start by
Those days
17.
are behind us. Those days are behind us now. You cannot. It's an illusion to say, you are going. You cannot say 4 years is 4 years if you are not going to a state-owned school that is not under ASUU, or you are not going to a private school.
Because some few people will just say because of obviously money related issues with the governments that they help put into, they'll put them into power, and then they'll start complaining when they are not paying them and start holding people back.
You can never
And
make it. You are a failure.
They will now put secular that it is for our own good. Yeah, they are fighting for us.
So I
God will shall
understand
punish
where
them.
you are coming from, Sha. Like,
Me, I
not
don't
being
understand.
paid their salaries is crazy.
Uh,
How will the government owe you up to 8 months salary?
the thing is, yes, yes, that government,
there's
but
somebody that-
some of
there's
them
someone
are some are thieves because how do you want to be doing teaching in like 5 universities
True.
and you want to be collecting
That
salary from those
IPPIS
5?
stuff, bruh.
They don't want IPPIs because they want to collect money from different universities. Haba.
It's not their fault, that's how much are they collecting?
I think professors end up to like
500k.
yes.
Who said they make it above? Who said I make it above 5? Please, you should wake up. It's not as means I have 1 or 2. Well, have they died?
So maybe they shall fix up because I wonder because when from secondary school now the feeling of entering university you'll be like my freedom don't start. See, you could come out anyhow.
That one was there, Sha. I was not really freaked out about university.
I felt how did I feel? Say let's say see Sha uni. I wasn't even expecting much. Make I just do because then I didn't know what strike was now. As a
I only
secondary
knew
school
my
student.
siblings had experienced it, but
I just
your sister experienced strike.
She did now. UJ strike and internal strike and
External.
ASUU. So like there was for me it was just because I did private. I went to a private primary school. Secondary school too was private. So maximum amount of students in my class I was like 33.
How many
Now-
in your class now?
Now
How many?
we're counting hundreds
It's small.
because one department engineering service relatively new in UG. It started like 2016, a bit 2017, 2015. That's why it was small. So you start. There are 4 departments now: electrical, mining, civil, and mechanical. And each of these departments like have 100 plus students. And your 100 level, you are now doing
Combined courses.
combined courses with other faculties. So all of us will just squeeze inside one hole. Me, I used to go to school, depending on like if I'm not at the front or if I'm not using mic, just forget the class. I'll just go home or go somewhere.
Hope you don't have extra year, Sha.
First year, my GP was good. Now, second year,
First
second year, it took
everybody's GP is good in first year.
it took a dive. To God knows where. Well, it's still okay. Sha. My GP is not that bad.
Yeah, I'm not really freaked out about university life. Sha, I like the idea of freedom. I like the idea that by the time you go to school and you are back, it's like you are now a big boy or you're now a big girl. So like, okay, thank you very much.
No be even
Don't
Gen
mind
Z
it.
feeling self. No be millennials no go uni. No, we even them whole strikes. If then chop and pass
So
us.
like if there were things that you could not do in your secondary school, in university you can now do them. Not when you are in school, like even while you are at home, they will say that okay, you have attained the level of liberty that you can do certain things that you want to do. So that was it for me. But like the institution, I don't like my school. I never liked it for once. The course I chose it because I wanted to make my mother proud. It's not really because of me. And then the idea I had for law self, it was even different from what I'm seeing now. So you know when you watch Suits and in fact, God, movies and people's lives have influenced our lives a lot.
And that's what some people
Like
see.
gifted hands, you have to be a neurosurgeon.
So, some people say that they are not influenced by. Oh, I see. Subconsciously, things are influencing you. You just don't know.
So like people that are studying medicine now, like Yellow, Samuel, he's just suffering because you want to be doctor.
I know how people started joining medicine because of gifted hands.
Gifted hands.
You pay for your. You pay for your crimes.
No, if you watch the movie, you know go show. They don't tell you they die now. They don't tell you they don't finish the surgery.
You enter uni 17 and come out.
I swear.
Because they do medicine.
So yeah, and then you are watching movies now, and then you are seeing lawyers, and then they are just arguing, and then wow, you are fascinated, and then you go to you now go to court, you now go to court, and then what you are doing is different. So you know that in the court of appeal, you have to submit a brief to the court of appeal if you want to argue. So everything that you have to say has to be in that brief. A brief is like a paper. It's like like spiral binded typings of everything that you are going to say.
Of everything
you are going to say.
You cannot say like something
unless they ask you a question
outside
what is in your brief. Unless the judge asks you a question outside what is in your brief. But everything that you have to argue, it has to be in that brief.
Wow.
So that's why you see people having they are taking fat documents to court. That's the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court, sha. But I think High Court is more free.
So all these arguments are how these lawyers will do objection, my lord. You know they object all the papers.
No. So the objection
if you don't the
objection part is if you are capping nonsense, if you wrote nonsense in your own brief and I do not agree with your nonsense, then I'll object it. But that is mostly in high court level too.
But like, wouldn't that make a counter argument based on what?
That's what I'm saying. That is mostly in high court level.
So you reach Supreme Court, know if you object.
I haven't been to a Supreme Court sitting, so I don't know what happens there.
Like saying go there.
Right. I want just finish go Big Brother. They chop food. Make I do Eric. Make I do chop.
My Eric and my G. They chop Indomie and mini me. No na mini me. No na munch it. And Alpha my G.
What's up my G? Then you now be deceiving one small girl called Lilo.
Shit. Damn it. Eric. Obviously, the reason we're causing us is because of the strikes.
Like,
so it's not that if we had no strikes, we'll be saying as to thank you. But as the case it is now is we've experienced like 2 strikes. How was your first strike?
My first strike was COVID. It was very unproductive. Like super unproductive. I didn't do anything. Okay, I started doing photography and graphics design, but aside that, I didn't do any other thing. I was like, and then you are at home all day, all night.
I
Sunday,
enjoyed
you know, all of you have to now sit down and do Sunday service at home.
You know, like so in that lockdown period, some people like actually dressed up.
Yes, in my house you could not wear shorts on Sunday. Yes, my mother was saying you can't wear long trousers. You cannot wear singlet. You cannot come bare chested. You go and wear shirt and you wear trouser. Yes, and then we'll do legit praise and worship. And then we'll listen to preaching, or we'll do like proper devotion, like standard devotion. You know when it's like standard devotion, like you break down the Bible. That's what we do in my house. Though. On Saturdays, this one started from lockdown. Saturdays we sing hymn. At least 3 hymns. I swear. Don't play my mother out.
I wasn't lock me for I will count my first strike as 2022 because that 2020 I believe I was at home because of COVID, because nothing will take that COVID from me. And 2020 rather, I enjoyed lockdown because it was just me and my popsy, and he went to work as a first stress. What did they call them? Emergency. We just the essential workers. We were he will go to work. I wake up anytime, eat anytime, sleep anytime. Then Sundays, we go just stream. I think that's when they started streaming. So Sunday, once I just wake up from sleep, still on the bed. I didn't even sleep in my room. I was sleeping in the parlor every day because I just crashed there. Just wake up and see my father has woken up too, and maybe I started even watching the service. Me, I just wake up, join him too.
I
Holy Communion time.
joining. Pop, cook, and bread.
Sometimes I'll just be crashing. Then doing Holy Communion just cause bread, and like I think there was wine also, or berry blast, or juice, or something, and drink. I have to remember my Lord and Savior. So that was like my proper strike experience. I would say like ASUU is keeping me back. It's 2022.
God, and it was super boring because nowhere to go, nothing to do. But yeah, shout out to Strike, Sha. That's how I met this fool.
That's the one thing we would thank ASUU.
I think we met beginning of the year before the strike now.
Was it beginning of the strike?
Beginning of the year before the strike. Or it was when they relaxed it and then we could come to church and then they were doing social distancing in church.
It was 2020. I remember it was August now when they eased lockdown.
Met? August?
That was when we met.
August? Oh, that's crazy.
But for some reason, Sha, I think your face was actually familiar because
I'm everywhere. I used to be everywhere.
Not even before that. Like when I was still in Lagos now, when I used to come for holidays, I did Sunday school.
And you were seeing my face.
Lois. And Auntie Lois said we did the same class. So you know go remember me, of course. I mean, so I'm not gonna remember you because
you remember me. You were stalking me. You have been in love with me, and that's homo, bro.
She apparently I did Sunday school.
I
actually did Sunday school
to meet.
Yes, it was just when. It was a matter of when. So we met properly 2020 when he was looking for ushers, and I was not doing anything at home now. And my father has been asking me that, won't I go out? I said, I don't have anywhere to go now. And I saw it as an opportunity to do something.
I don't think I'll ever hear from my mother's mouth. Won't you go out? If I'm hearing won't you go out,
won't you stay at home?
Won't you go out and look for work? That is it. My mother would never ask me won't I go out because I never give her the opportunity to ask me won't I go out. Before she asks, I'm gone.
So 2022 came. I think that's now the second strike that ASUU did. And that is when we were now actively... What did we do during that strike, Seth? Just going out.
Okay, no, visiting people's houses and then...
And I still shutting down our base.
Going for picnics. We just hear... you just hear... Irishke. Okay, we go chop Irish.
You been there now? No, you didn't come my house. I remember what you been
where
there.
Where the pea chips?
And
okay. That was not the year of if you cry or cry.
That was the year now, 2022 now. That the year when after camp.
Now we do if you cry or cry.
Now what you talk. Now 2022. Now after camp.
Yes. Yeah. Kai 22. ASUU, bottom line is that they will crumble. Because the experiences were good. Some of them were good. But the big issue is the years that it has taken away from our education.
Exactly.
So we would have gone far, or we would have finished now.
We would have finished now. Okay, 2020 I would have finished now.
We would have finished
because I started 2018.
If we don't come in the law proper.
We can't defend people for court. See,
I don't put anything to anybody.
My learned colleague with their jargons that they speak. So the 2022 now, the proper strike where ASUU then decided to hold us down. That we turned it to a memorable experience because we were going out and
that is just it.
And it
okay.
We were just
this idiot.
no, even
you they love up.
You know love.
I get time on my hands. I get time to love.
But so me personally, like that when I heard the strike, when it was getting long, I just felt like this kind of life it is. Obviously, no.
Okay.
I'll be like, this. But when I started out hanging out proper with you guys, that was when I said, "Oh, I'll make most of this experience," because like for like 2 months, because after that strike, when they announced the strike, I stayed like 1 month in Jos before I came back. Then I now did like extra 1 month because I was just at home chilling, doing nothing. Then it was around like May, June, July, August, September that we were just going out anyhow. And my father was just saying, "You will not complain to me. You can't complain to my sister that I'm going out."
And then one thing that happened, my school when they call off the strike, ASUU, my school did say they would, and they call it off like September. My school said they were not going to resume till like January. So I stayed at home for an entire year.
Not true now. Una dey weird. Okay, one of the reasons I was still in school, because when they announced the strike, the people there were doing practicals. So they were like, let's just use time, because usually we were doing the school session. We would have done like gone to school, then practicals were like in the evening, 5 to 7 or so, or before to 6. They're just like, let's just cover up and do like finish the practical so that by the time school resumes, we'll not have to come back. We did like for like a week once. ASUU came to shut down the place. He said, "What are we doing here? Everybody get out!" That's why I ran back. So if you now hear why like there has been this talk about like private uni guys and
it's because
federal uni
just
that
one time and they're finished now.
That also students will say their first classes are third class.
You know when you're losing a battle, so when like ASUU students, private school students are shading them because they are done. When you bring academics inside now, because I can't let Olodo now.
They're not. Me, I don't believe the argument is true, but it's just funny to me because of seeing the private students complain. Because see, truth be told,
that's one very funny thing. Private students are complaining. Of what?
Like when they see your struggles, I'm not even see. The thing is, I can compare the struggles because what you are struggling and my struggles and your struggles are different. Because of course you are paying a large amount of money depending on the school. And it's
maybe
not as if
they are saying because the money is plenty, they want to live the most comfortable life.
It's not even that like it's not even all private unis that are good. Some are still very underdeveloped, and some federal unis lecturers are better than them. So your quality of education can be better than some private unis. But for the top ones that like most people know, like the Babcock and Covenant, those guys, and I think you shall know them. Their own, you are still in like somewhat a confined space. That yes, you cannot go to school, but you are still in school. Yeah. You are still within your school environment. You cannot go to. You can have parties, but it's still within the campus of the school. As a federal university,
anywhere they shut down.
If you like, you can.
The school for Calabar, they shut down for Jos.
You can travel from Jos to Abuja and go for a party, but nobody will hold you down. Nobody will even call you to say, "Hi, yes, maybe your guy say how far we get test, but they might not even use the test for your CE or your assignment
like
or anything."
A proper test,
so you are fighting principalities and powers in federal unis. That is why that argument of your first class is your third class is coming from, because you can write the exam word for word, bar for bar,
and this guy will
pass
still
question
say
for pass question.
He's not satisfied, and then he will just fail it.
And you can still fail the course.
A very fat F. You can get F.
So, because of what? How will I have? And you know that this lecturer, he doesn't change questions.
Exactly. So what is
so
now
why
the problem?
am I failing the course?
And then you cannot even now report it because it's now an issue.
You write it. You see, they'll talk to Senate. Talk to Senate do. It's only when to catch students for when they catch them doing chokes. The Senate will be active.
Merely come tomorrow. I swear now. So come tomorrow. They go finish your life.
So and you now notice that for people that are staying off campus. You are paying, instead of your normal, you are doing 4 years, pay 4 years of rent.
And now you want to live luxury life now.
No, 6 years of rent. Won't you still pay for hostel?
You know about my hostel fees? 70. It just recently increased.
What's the highest?
Highest what?
Like for hostel fees?
That's the highest.
Different.
When I started paying, it was 7K. Now the last one I paid is 20.
Because UG now there are different hostels. Abuja hostel can be like for 35K PG hostel, which is supposedly the good hostel, is like usually 180K. And some people used to resell it now when they hustle for the stuff.
No, they find
So you are
luxury
seeing all
now.
these things. If you are doing you are staying off key now, you are paying for like 6 years of rent. And landlords too don't want to understand these issues.
No
You must
concern
pay.
then. I just be hey. Then okay, now imagine. Also, what happened to people who paid rent and then they had to go home?
That's the thing now. So when I went for that lockdown, now my rent was still counting. I still had to renew 2021. This 2022, it was counting.
The landlord
It
did
was
not
still counting.
consider.
Then consider okay. You will not see during because Tinubu came now, price increments, increased rent. So then even in the schools now, hostels, you see a room for two students, like 20 men a day.
Like that one is.
So you can imagine the struggles of a federal uni students, ASUU students. So you see, these things are a contributing factor to the argument of all these things.
But not every private school student knows this fact.
You have struggles,
I think
but
when they say that they are suffering,
it doesn't
it's
compare.
the fact that they have to be buying food or their materials are expensive. But at least you know that when you read for an A and you write for an A, you can get an A.
Like even if you don't like, maybe it's like 80%.
If you do not even write for an A, you can pay for an A.
Yeah, some people pay. It's not as
like some lecturers will just come and tell you point blank. This is what I want.
And you know where to go to when something happens.
You know what to expect. Shall it happen? This payment stuff happens in public school, sha.
No, that one day now. See, everything that happens in a private school happens in public. So it just at what scale it happens. Some people can.
There's this course I was offering, and then after the class, I don't know who asked this guy. He just came and said that it has been a norm, this, that, blah blah blah. That we should. Bottom line was that we should gather money and visit one of the lecturers. The lecturer was not even in class, so the guy had finished his lecture. He had already gone, and then one man stood up and said, "Him is not in support because we are lawyers, we are this, blah blah blah." Who wake up? People just want to finish this school. I don't know what.
But people just want to finish.
He just said that we are lawyers. He's not in support, so we should count him out. Then people in the class and I say, "Hey, if you don't want, leave it now, leave it." Me, I don't even say anything. I just carried my bag and I left the class. Next thing, because we had a group chat. I mean, there was a group chat for the course. So next thing, somebody just came and said, who went to the report to the dean, to the deanery, that they want to visit this man, or I mean they want to give him incentive or something. I'm like,
see,
okay,
please pray.
even if you will not put your money, once you go and tell somebody,
pray for
people are trying to survive.
Pray that you have good classmates, because some people are actually foolish.
In the sense that, who asked you to pay? Number one, good classmates in the sense that, why do you have to go and snitch on your guys?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
There's a particular guy in and he just happened to be my course rep for like 100 level. It's not as if we made him course rep.
Snitch, bitch.
It was a lecturer that, like, for his own course, he's the one that will represent all of us. He just he now assumed the course rep mantle
of the entire
for the rest of our courses. 200 level, we kicked the guy out too, because the guy was doing rubbish.
No, they kick him out and then I kill him.
How we go kill him? But he got to he was involved in so many things, reporting people. Like, please, people just want to leave this school. We are not coming here to do first position. Do hustle your GP and get out of the school, because things are holding you down. So that's why this is the only good thing, or one of the good things that will come out of me in this podcast. If you have the opportunity to go to a private school or leave the country, that's the best option.
Pay.
Just go.
No, okay, sorry. And your family can comfortably pay.
Because there are grades now. People that jackpot went to abroad. That one, sure, your education is sure for you. That one said,
so the
only thing I'm worrying about is money.
The grades of this education thing. People that are living in the country that their parents pay their fees. Those are the senior citizens. Then the ones that go on scholarships. Then the ones that are schooling in Nigeria that their parents are paying their fees. Private uni guys.
And depending on the private
like
uni.
Nile.
Biz, affair, then people.
Not
then we now have those then those that the private unis that's not so known, that at least, because some of your courses are not what do they call them?
Accredited.
accredited. So you're wasting your certificate
Exactly.
if you wait to a
You are
private
just
school
doing
that's not
school for
accredited.
something that has not hit the ground.
Exactly. So then you now have the federal okay, those that are not under ASUU. Then ASUU guys, us they want to take our lives.
Like,
And that is why in my next life I will never come back. If I had the opportunity to start again, I will never go to that school. Never in my life. Go to that private uni. Don't waste your time here.
or if you know that school is not even for you, just go to polytechnic and finish this thing.
Exactly.
Child, this not like this country. Nobody will look you to
If you don't want to do school, don't do this school.
like go and bomb or do something. Like,
Because school is not scam, sha, but if you don't want to go, don't go.
actually, don't.
So
Nah.
and then you now have like open university guys.
Why do you have to do it like this?
No, I'm just saying now it's there. That's
Open
another
I
option.
you know that there was a time I was saying, shit, why did I go to open university? Because of how flexible it is for them. Like you just, okay, these are the courses that you're offering. They will just come and say, okay, these are the materials that you need. Then we'll start as an exam.
The materials are even available. You can download them online.
So it's like school is resuming in January, and then you just come and get your materials in January. Then they'll tell you exam is starting April, and the exams can be throughout April, May, June. Writing exam.
Spread
You
across.
you can travel for
Because
wedding and come back and write
you
exam.
can write the exam on Monday. Friday, you are going to party.
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Ha.
So why you gonna pay?
You just want to drop their money now.
Nah, you don't drop your money now. You don't cheat you now.
For those that know, we were talking to our sound engineer, Oje. He's an open university student.
So now we are doing, come on for my front. We are doing public schools versus private schools versus open university guys.
You know, the open university guys coming. He say, you do know what we're struggling for?
Struggling for what?
We'll pay for materials, we'll not get.
So I mean, do you want?
Thank God.
You'll be alright, Sha.
We'll be alright
Bottom
because people have come, they've done, they've come, they came, they saw, they cried, they wept,
And they narrowly conquered.
and they managed, they escaped by the what thing they call them, skin of their teeth. I was waiting be the expression again. They shall left and us to finish.
Normal.
And then we'll tell people that if you are coming,
Okay, yes. So this is for those that are coming now. As we earlier said, if you can comfortably go to a private school, please and please go. Please and please choose a course that is recognizable.
yes, and it is not that you be studying child education.
No. Education can get work in primary health care now.
But in Nigeria,
You see, sorry, please. Let me just advise you. Stay away from any course called education. I'm not.
some guys are studying PhD.
I'm not trying to be boastful, but like, stay away from any course that is called education. Anything that has to do with education, because you are not going to pass being a teacher. Highest. You pay.
See, I'm sorry. See, I can't even lie. I can't even lie. See, they are prestigious courses.
The worst, if they
Funny.
give human kinetics, you go pick round school tire.
If you like, hate on everybody, but they are see these professional courses. They are so respectable.
Like,
that.
I know how many arguments that I have won
Exactly.
because I'm studying law.
See, exactly. See, he's an engineer. Yeah. Man, so
Even with
please-
OJ can be like, well, now law you study. I don't even know how to get them, but you don't get
but I
What is my
did the
business?
law.
Even if, you know how you can, you can argue something that doesn't make sense, but in a sensible way, and you win the argument.
You just be speaking
Exactly.
jargons, but you go to use your lingua. Your
Okay, not
what did they call
lingua
am?
franca, just lingua. Let's leave that lingua.
To they confuse people. Meanwhile, I saying nothing. So, man, well, I don't say
Yes, and
shout
if-
out to
yeah.
Ashusha for bringing us together to spread hits.
Exactly.
That's the only thing we
Guys, you
appreciate.
listen that you are
But,
done good.
but from the bottom of my heart, you will crumble.
We crumble. This is just from student perspectives. So maybe we have staff on these. No, like staff, like lecturers now. Maybe they can have a different point of view because listeners can be listening and be saying, okay, they feel like what we are saying isn't right because we should look at it from the angle of.
And they should go and be. They should go and to the university and apply. They should apply to be a lecturer now. Make government they hold their salary.
Big up to them, sir. Yeah. So bottom line. So and then if you cannot go to a private school, please go to a state-owned school that is not under ASUU. Please help your life.
Yes. If you know you want to do your 4 years or your 5 years.
I have juniors that went to state schools and then they are done.
Rocking khaki.
Like
you are still rocking your
one of my neighbor,
your white and black.
Big, yeah, she's just showing us a yash every day on Snapchat. Like I'm just trying to trigger buyback clause.
That's another thing. That's another thing. NYC. I don't want to do that now. Maybe this thing get out of my
Please,
side.
I will do it. They are increasing minimum wage to like 54k. I'm going to serve. Of their education,
Yeah, fighting your parents. Yeah,
it's painful that is still a thing now. No, my head has passed.
You go choose law. You won't be architect. You say get out of my sight. You know sabi chemistry. Now why I go do law? Anyhow, from 2 haters to ASUU,
you will crumble.
Exactly.
From 2 haters to the rest of you. Try and remain safe.
Exactly. And I'll catch you on the next one.
Comport. You know they see my face. Comport.
You know they hear my face.